20 years ago, Rwanda was a land of genocide and bloodletting. Today, it stands tall in Africa as one of the continent's leading economies and upwardly mobile nations of the world. Rwanda is seen as a land of hope where development and business ideas thrive. After the genocide, RPF leader and President Paul Kagame redirected the tiny country on a path to economic greatness, preaching restructuring, repositioning, and unity. Its more than 11 million population is also fast increasing, and the country's economy is enjoying a steady growth. Rwanda's GDP in purchasing power stood at $7.10 billion in 2012, with a real growth rate of 8% in the same year. In 2012, Rwanda's GDP per capita stood at $664, with its agriculture, industry, and service sectors enjoying 33%, 16%, and 45% growth respectively in that year. The country's aviation industry is not also lagging behind. Its national carrier Rwanda Air is expanding its routes and aiding the country's prominence in East Africa.
We are looking at Africa as our number one priority. We're not trying to go to overseas at once. We're looking at how we can connect Africa within itself and then with the outside world. So that's why out of 16 of our destinations, 15 of them are here in Africa.
The Rwanda Development Board is saddled with the responsibility of fast-tracking economic development in Rwanda by enabling and encouraging private sector growth. RDB managers told me they are set to transform Rwanda into a dynamic global hub for business, investment, and innovation.
The leadership was very aware that that is the bedrock for anything else to happen. For this development that we're talking about, if we don't have security, if we don't have transparency and accountability, if we don't have systems that outlast individuals, then we're not going to have any progress. And so there were many institutional reforms in that area, especially with security. We have, I think, Rwanda at the moment, we're fortunate to have one of the safest countries, at least in the region.
Rwanda is rebuilding, and indeed it is rebuilding. Investors from around the world are now encouraged to see the potential in Rwanda, where they say security of life and property is guaranteed. Rwanda may not necessarily boast of a strong product to export, but its coffee and tourism, they say, remain strong to complement investments from foreigners.
Well, we have high imports, and we need to find a way of building our own local capacity to produce some of these things that we're importing, and that means really giving strong support to your manufacturing and value addition industries.
There are hopes that in a few years from now, Rwanda will again stand strong among other countries of the world, especially those with vibrant economy. There and then, tales of the genocide would have been a thing of the past. Adetunji Adeteye, TVC News, Kigali, Rwanda.